What's the Final Fantasy that has the character that has a move where they can shoot their dog off of their arm like a rocket?
Final Fantasy VIII Refia.
Yeah.
Cool. Titan sick.
Are we recording some kind of potted cast?
We are Marble.
Wow! You could almost say, howdy folks, my name is Marble and my pronouns are she, her.
You could. I could also say, hi, my name is Ray and my pronouns are he, him.
You know what? I'm deciding this time I'm not gonna say, and my name is Jupiter and my pronouns are she, they.
Wow.
Ooh, fun twist. What are you going to say instead?
Poggers.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah! Poggers! Woo! Poggers!
Hey y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
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 Hey, hello.
Hi. Hey. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Welcome to our salon.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm here for an appointment. It's at 3:30. I know it's 7. I'm a little late. I had to shoot my dog off my gun. It's a whole thing. I'm so sorry. Do you still have time for me?
You shot a dog?
No, I shot my dog out of my gun.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's very different. I was fighting some monsters. They were just some
Okay,
slimes.
all right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I was helping the village children. I'm sorry.
Now you're making me include that bit into the podcast, okay?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, but do you have time for my appointment still? It looks like you're, not busy at all. It looks like there's, no people here.
I can cut 14 of your hairs, but I don't work here.
Yeah, it might be seeming like it's not busy because actually the close sign is flipped.
Oh my gosh, I didn't.
Here,
Do you
let
want?
me just
Here, let me just.
unflip
Yeah,
that
let me just
for
flip
ya.
that over real quick.
Wait,
There, okay,
oh.
that's better.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Merry Christmas Eve.
And a happy New Year.
All right, well, come around here to the back.
Oh, okay.
To the way back.
Okay.
To the very way back.
Okay.
Into the back alley.
I've never been to the way back alley. Oh, it's so
Wow.
clean.
All right, now get into the dumpster.
Okay.
Okay.
Climbing in.
Okay.
Why are we both? It's fine.
All right, I'm just gonna close the lid.
Oh, okay. To
right.
make sure we're safe.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Wow.
Huh. Cool. Well, hey. Okay. So this usually happens when I get my appointment. I don't know about you. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Hi, my name is Marble and my pronouns are she, her.
Oh, hi, Marble. My name is Ray. My pronouns are he, him.
Sound of distant chainsaw.
Oh, gotta get that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for the clippers, I always use a size 3.
It's time to log in.
It is. I hope y'all are ready for some math because today we're talking about fractions.
Yeah.
World fractions.
Fractions.
Today we actually accidentally, whoopsie daisies, watched a good episode of Log Horizon.
How is it How is it possible?
How is it possible?
How is it possible?
How is the possibilities are endless.
When you're here,
Your pasta.
Would you like an endless bread bowl?
That sounds like a nightmare. Like you're just like going to dinner like a normal day that you look at the sign and it says Olive Garden. When you're here, your pasta. Then like the door locks behind you.
I've always wanted to be pasta.
Me too. That's my 5-year plan is to be pasta.
Year 1, I'm family. Year 2, I'm here. Year 3, year 4, year 5, I'm pasta.
I'm pasta.
Animorphs transition, but it's real slow.
Oh no. That's just the march of time. We all turn into pasta eventually.
We all become pasta.
In the eyes of death, we're all equal.
When I die, to make sure that you do a pesto sauce.
All right, you got it.
Don't be a pessimist.
Okay.
The fact that you laughed validates my whole existence. Thanks.
Okay, so
How do we? This is the podcast. I don't know why you're so tired.
I know. It's Shiro and Akatsuki. You know him, you love him, kind of.
They've been here from the beginning.
Being here from the beginning.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 1 of Deck of Friendship.
Yes.
They were here.
I mean, actually, yes, because
I did talk about Log Horizon, yeah.
Yeah, in the first episode of this podcast, Ray talked about Log Horizon.
Like I said, day one.
Mm-hmm.
Day one. So yeah, Shiro and Akatsuki. This is it's directly after the end of last episode. So I don't know why throughout this entire scene, Shiro and Akatsuki are not holding glasses of water, but anyway.
They weren't allowed to take him through the portal. No contraband on the portal.
That makes sense.
Yeah, sorry. That's gonna be explained in the next cold open. They're gonna be like, "My lord, do you remember why we couldn't carry our waters through the portal?" And Shiro will say,
Cups are vessels that hold water. Or other liquids.
And water is made out of H2O, and as you know, H2O stands for ho ho ho, and Santa's not allowed to go through portals. It's quite an anti-Christmas thing around here.
And then Shiro says, "Me water sippy, yummy, yummy."
And then that's the cold open for next episode, so we don't have to cover
it. Yeah, we won't have to cover it next episode. You already know.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So this episode was for the most part, it was sort of just a lore dump that made the show interesting.
Yep. Remember when I said I like this show? It's part of the lore in the world is why I like this show.
I was into it.
Huh?
Yeah?
I said I was into it.
Okay.
I was into it. I was stretching. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Right, so, okay. Yes. Shiro and Akatsuki follow the Nightcore man, Ligon, into the portal. And then they end up in a big, just messy library.
And Shiro says, "You once were a Ligon, but now you will be gone."
And then pulls out a gun and shoots a dog.
Exactly.
No!
The dog is not being shot here. I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. The dog is coming out of the gun.
You can't just say, and then Shiro shoots a dog.
Sorry, the wording. No, it's never that. It's always...
He launches a dog. He catapults a dog.
The dog is launched out of the gun as the bullet.
Can we say catapults? I feel like that conveys it so much better.
The dog is catapulted.
If we're being perfectly clear, that's not what happens in Final Fantasy VIII. It gets shot out of a gun.
Yes. Renoa Heartily shoots a dog out of a gun.
Well, I think technically it's like a big Beyblade launcher. It's like a big Beyblade launcher that shoots out a dog instead of a Beyblade.
This is a teaser for our Beyblade.
This is our teaser for our Beyblade. It's sort of like in Pokemon, oh my god, what's the dragon ghost Pokemon that shoots its babies out of its head?
Dragapult.
Dragapult.
My good child, Dragapult.
Hey, if it's a catapult that launches dog, is it Dogapult?
It is now.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So Shiro Dogapults this man.
And he dies.
Yeah.
That was a long walk.
Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the flowers.
Yeah. Oh, God.
This wiki page is surprisingly short for how much stuff happened.
Yeah.
That's because there's a lot of things happening.
There is a lot of things happening, is what I've noticed.
I mean, it's just a big lore dump, but the lore is interesting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, so this guy, his name Ligon, he introduced himself as the mage of Miral Lake, and then Shiro's just like, "Oh, heck, you're that guy? I remember you. You said stuff, or your name was on item descriptions and quest descriptions and stuff in the game." And slowly we get more of a sense of just oh, this world is way, way bigger than they ever said in the game. It's just The cold open, I'm going to be honest, barely matters because, like, it's just setting up more stuff that gets explained later.
Yeah, you should see the warm open. That's the joke.
The what? Open?
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-ya-ba.
Ba-da-bop.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-ya-ba. There's a little picture on the wiki that just shows the map of the world, like the real world, and it says humanity's extinction as a caption.
And we all say, yay.
Well,
I don't say yay to that. I like humanity.
I would like humanity to stay around, actually, Ray.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to call you out or anything. It's just maybe that's just my opinion.
I mean, that's fine.
It's
can
a controversial take, I know.
No, it's not. I mean, I told you my character today is tired of existence, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to play true to that.
Ray, are you revealing yourself to be the villain of Deck of Friendship?
Was that not clear the whole time?
I mean, you know me. I never get subtext.
Okay, yes.
I thought Pegasus was the villain of Deck of Friendship.
He was the first arc villain, and
I'm the end boss.
Yeah.
If it's not clear that I'm the villain of this podcast, then I don't know. I don't know.
More like Cast Pod. I'm just gonna keep saying stuff.
It's tough to talk about this episode, right? Because it's just so much, and we're still processing it because it just happened.
right.
And, like, looking at a wiki isn't gonna help that much.
Okay, so here's what we should do. Actually, I'm gonna say this. I'm minimizing the wiki.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. No wiki. We're just gonna explain because otherwise, this will just be the lore dump episode of Deck of Friendship.
It's Deck of Friendship, classic style.
I'm gonna have the wiki up for, like, terms, but that's about it.
So Shiro dies in this episode.
That's true.
Rudy also dies. How does Rudy die in this one?
He's practicing magic and it bounces off of a tree and explodes him.
I want to actually start giving Rudy some credit.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Yeah, Rudy is the respecter of women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't expect that from the toxic DPS, did you?
He drank his respect. Well, I'm a toxic DPS and I respect women.
Well, that's valid.
we exist. Toxic DPS can respect women and be women. More female toxic DPS.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, okay, alright, okay, so this episode is sort of split, right, mostly between, like, this lore dump, which is the majority of it, between Nightcore Man and Shiro, and Akatsuki's also there, but she's just there to ask questions, which is a little boring, unfortunately. And then there's the other part where we're seeing the kids, the dungeon kids, you know, trying to figure out their dynamic. And I feel like here's what we should do. I feel like we should just get out of the way because I think we have a lot to talk about. I think we should just get out of the way the, like, overall new lore stuff that's important.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah! Sorry, I got distracted by a video on Twitter of Toriel telling Frisk that Frisk is their little PogChamp.
Aw, love that. I miss Toriel.
She's still there in your heart, Ray.
You can always come home.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the main, like, bullet points of the, like, stuff?
We learn about different classes of magic that appear in this world, but not in game terms.
Right. The like, basic idea being that, like, players typically think of magic as being classified as into, like, elements or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when you get into, like, higher magic that isn't a part of, which, like, maybe implies that the leveling system is not, like, the end all be all of learning stuff about this world, and that, you know, maybe people like Krusty who are trying to get to level 91 are missing the point a little bit.
Mayhaps, yeah. The big, like, there's different levels of, or different classes of magic, and the important one that we learn about in this one is world-class magic.
Well, to say that, when we're talking about classes of magic, the way that Nightcore Man describes it is that is that the different levels of magic are dependent on how large of an area of effect they have.
Yes.
Starting with like action class, which is just like one target, and then it like goes up from there to like
a
groups or big groups or whole
or
castles.
cities, yeah, castles, continents,
countries, and then the world.
And then the world, the whole world. And then I imagine if you really want to get real messed up, there's probably like universe class magic after that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we learn about that, and then we learn a lot of stuff about the history of the world.
And when world-class magic has been used throughout the history of the world. And that's how we kind of get a timeline of each big event where the world has been changed to, on a large scale because of a world-class spell called World Fraction.
Yeah.
That's right, everybody. Time to see if you remember your math. How would you reduce 2/10?
It's 1/8.
Now, Ray, you're just too smart. I'm gonna have to ask you to step out of the classroom and go to the principal's office.
Okay, I'll tell. Hi, Principal Jupiter.
Hi. Hello. What are you doing here?
I'm too smart for math, according to Miss Marble.
Hi, I'm here too because I don't want to leave the bit.
Oh, she walked me down here. I was just kind of ignoring her. I'm a kid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and just follow me back here.
Can I have a lollipop?
Yes, absolutely. Here, take one off my desk. They're just scattered all over.
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah, come with me to the back.
I see that your desk is made of lollipops.
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah. I noticed you're spending a lot of time in the office looking at my desk and not coming with me to the back.
Okay, here, let me just. That's me walking to the back.
We've got very hollow floors here.
It's for learning conduciveness.
It's for learning. Everything you see is for learning. You can learn about lollipops. You can learn about echoes.
Maybe it was a little louder since I was crawling on all fours.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And not like forward. I was like, what's the word? Crab walking. Yeah.
I mean, I felt honestly like feels weird that you're like addressing that because that's just your like normal walking.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
You do that all the time.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, to the back though.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah. Now to the way back.
Oh, the way back of the school.
Way back.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
way
I've never actually been here.
Yeah, behind the gym. Behind the gym now. Yeah. Okay. Now get in that dumpster.
All right.
Sure. Hey, why is that lady over there sawing that dumpster in half over there?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Okay. Why is there screaming? Okay.
Don't worry about it. Get into this dumpster.
All right. Now that this naughty smart child is in the school prison, I can go back and do my job. Ha ha hee hee.
Okay, no, but Miss Marble?
Yes, Principal.
Have a good day.
Oh, okay, thanks.
How long do I have to be in the dumpster?
Until you're strong enough to push out of it.
Okay, it might take a couple years. I don't do sit-ups or push-ups.
That's what you get for only training your brain. That'll teach you to be good at fractions.
That was a surprisingly concise bit, and I didn't even intend for it to be.
It's a good one.
I've been trashed twice this episode. Let's continue.
I've been trashed once, and I think I was almost trashed twice, but I narrowly avoided it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Anyway.
World Fraction.
Yeah, so then he starts talking about like the like history of like, okay, so 350 years ago, basically, JRPG plots?
Yes.
Where there's like some people and there's some bad guys and then they banded together to beat the bad guys.
Right. Well, the where the bad guys are just people who did magic.
Yep, because
yes.
because racism.
Well, the interesting part here is that they never even painted the elves as, like, the villains. They were literally just like, hey, everybody wanted to do magic, and they were mad that the elves were hoarding it, so they just killed all of them.
Right.
Oops.
Oopsie-doopsies. And then there were a couple of surviving elves who, and for some reason, Ligon makes a point of this to be like, they didn't know about each other and were working they were working independently, but they all just so happened to be like working on the same goal of doing like the world magic is I think what the like is basically what he was saying.
Mm-hmm. It's a little confusing, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're condensing like all of this history into like some short, paragraphs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm going to be honest, Ligon seems like a very judgy narrator.
I don't trust him.
Ligon looks super shady and super sassy.
Right.
I feel like he's just ready to backhand somebody when they talk out of turn.
Yeah.
That's what I get from him.
It feels like he's doing his best to put on like a nice, helpful voice. Like Ligon is putting on the voice that like when like I put on a customer service voice.
I was about to say a really bad customer service voice.
Where like all of my customers could tell that I did not want to be there, but I was just like the bare minimum of nice. And that's sort of what Ligon feels like right now.
Mm-hmm. I respect that, though. You're absolutely right.
Okay, so then there was some stuff. Okay, so the remaining elves cast the world fraction spell, and it
crumbles up the world into a little ball and throws it in a trash can.
That's the trash can I'm in. It's a dumpster.
Yeah.
Hi, it's me, Ray. I'm still in the dumpster.
Cool.
I'm recording in the dumpster. It's really good in here, surprisingly.
Yeah, audio's good.
Mm-hmm.
Audio's good for being inside of a dumpster.
Yeah, not a lot of echo.
Yeah, surprising. Okay, so they do the big magic.
Big magic happened.
Which, I believe the main thing that it did was create the monsters in the world.
Yes, the respawning monsters.
Right, who you typically think of in an MMO, like, there's just monsters in the world and you get rid of some of them and then they'll respawn later because, Shiro even explains it as like, if they didn't respawn, then players would get real bored.
Right. Well, this is the in-lore explanation of why they come back, which is interesting.
Which is interesting that whether or not any of the history that is being repeated right now is 100% accurate, the emotional result is these areas are always dangerous forever.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. I'm still not with the whole demi-human thing, of course.
Mm-mm.
And I never will be.
And we never will be.
And also later on in this episode, which we'll get getting into it, but like later on this episode, they're talking about like souls and stuff, and Shiro basically asks Ligon like, hey, did you ever think that demi-humans might have a soul? And then Ligon's like, nope,
didn't think about that. And we're like,
Never considered it. Anyways.
And then they just don't address it again.
Moving on.
Moving on. God. But yeah, so that was the first one. And then the second one happened. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm reading this. Right, yeah. So the wording in the episode was, so there's a bunch of monsters. So in reaction to that, cat people and ancients, I guess, is the other one or whatever, joined the ranks of humanity. Which, like, what is the implication about what they were before that?
They were just normal cats, and then when things started to go weird, they just stood up and they were like, "Okay,
all right, we're sick and tired.
All right, we're stepping in."
Okay, but
And then the ancients were goldfish who did similar things.
The idea that's being presented is that humanity is a title that is given out when it's convenient.
Yeah. But the wiki I'm looking at right now, and there's a gray area here, and I'm interested to know what the actual answer is, but we don't have to get it today. Humanity created powerful warriors, the ancients and the animal people.
Yeah, that's what it says, but that's not what they said in the episode.
But in the dub, they said, join the ranks, which does not feel great.
But is that what they even said in the original?
Exactly. I don't know.
I'm confused. I want to know.
Regardless, the point is that despite getting more people in the more folks in the ranks,
yes,
they still sucked and they had to cast the second world fraction spell.
Right. So the second world fraction spell summons the adventurers.
Now this is where things get pog.
Right. So this is some stuff. So the implication, right, okay, is that this world has already existed for so long. The world of Eldertale has just been. And what caused it to become a game in the human world was this spell being cast. And that spell, I don't know, created the website for Eldertale in the human world, I think is the implication.
It's really weird because, like, you know for sure that in the real world, quote unquote, there is definitely like a company that made and licensed Eldertale. So where does it start and end? I don't understand.
Right. And but as far as I'm aware, we've never gotten a name to this company.
Yeah, I don't know if we have, actually.
So I don't know. It's wild. It is. I do like the idea though that the spell casts, and then it's just like, all right, find all the nerds and email them links.
And then they all showed up.
Email them links to the open beta. So I guess we still don't know what caused the catastrophe or whatever, the apocalypse.
Yeah, that just happened.
Right.
Probably goofing off.
But that's the third world fraction.
Yeah, the third world fraction is from goofing off.
But is it though? Because I thought that Ligon was saying that he wanted to cast the world fraction again.
Maybe I just spoiled something for later then. Who knows? But maybe this was, hold on, now I have to look. I thought the implication was that the third world fraction was the adventurers gaining sentience.
I mean, that would make sense and would probably prevent this from getting too convoluted, but I don't know. Well, I will find out, I think.
We'll find out, yeah.
And then we get into spirit theory.
Okay, who's...
Yep.
Joy, do you want to take spirit theory?
Yeah, let me just pull up my many analyses on spirit theory that I've accumulated over the years. Basically, people have 3 pieces of juice inside of them.
Yeah.
One is the body, and then there's the brain, and then there's anime.
Right.
And the anime part is what allows people in Elder Tales Online to cast magic powers. And okay, all right, hang on. Anime also contains a person's memories, which means that every time they die in the game, they release some of their anime, so a bunch of their memories go with it. So technically, if you die and wake up in the cathedral, you could start forgetting stuff without even realizing it. Oh no!
Yeah, that's the big takeaway there.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, the way that Shiro explains it is that like before it's the what were they called? The body. What was the body called? It was the body and then the anime. What was it?
And the psyche.
Yeah, the psyche. That's right. So it was the psyche and the anime.
Yes.
And Shiro was saying that the psyche before was in your physical body and then the anime was in the video game. So whenever your video game character died, you would still keep your memories because your memories are still with you because nothing is like physically happening to you. But now the the psyche and the anime are linked. So as people die, the effect of losing stuff will start to happen. And the realization that I had during the episode was that the other half of this episode, or other, part of it, is showing the dungeon kids.
Uh-huh.
And they've been dying quite a lot.
Uh-oh.
Have they been dying?
Yeah, because they've been dying in the dungeon, I believe.
No. If they had died, they'd have woken up in Akihabara. They leave. They run.
Yep.
But I think that also that, because there was a conversation earlier that said from Nautsuku saying that anytime that anybody dies, they just go pick them up off on the griffins.
True. But we also, we haven't seen any on-screen deaths, so I'm unsure.
However, I think it is very likely that, because Shiro says in this episode, sort of offhandedly, what if you start to forget that the real world ever existed? And I just feel like those kids we're gonna meet up with them in a later episode and they will not know about the real world. They will have forgotten. Because already in this episode, we cut to them and they're just talking about the world in physical terms. They're not talking about game mechanics anymore. And it just feels that soon that disconnect is going to start happening. And I think it's going to start with those kids.
Hopefully not with Rundle House.
I like your theory. I think it's a fun theory.
Ray.
Yeah, I know the answer. I'm waiting.
Even if the kids haven't been dying in the dungeon, they did die quite a lot when they were working under Hamlin.
And they died in real life. I don't know that.
What? I don't think that's true.
It's not. I was making things up to contribute to the conversation.
So the kids might have already forgotten about the real world by this point.
Yes, they did. I know for sure. I asked them.
Cool.
I'm still just making things up because I'm just so funny and silly.
It's true. And I'm not allowed to say anything because I know the answer to things.
That's true.
I do like your theories, though, actually.
I think I've caught on to this game. I think I've caught on to this show's game.
It's Elder Tale.
Elder Tale. Okay, that's... Yeah, you got to it before me, so I'll...
Yeah, sorry. Hey, let's round it out, huh? Let's round table it out of here.
Well, yeah, I mean, what else is there in this episode? I mean, there's a lot, but
yeah, no, that's the bulk of it. And then there's also Shiro saying, "Hey, Akatsuki, maybe let's not tell the round table about this whole memory loss thing just yet."
Right, yeah.
And there's also Rundle House and Scrundle House having an actual human moment. Who wants to talk about that?
Hey, it's Romance Watch, everybody.
That's the sound for Romance Watch.
Hell yeah. Welcome back to recurring segment Romance Watch.
Problematic Romantic. I'm pushing for that name still.
I love the name Romantics.
Romantics.
I do love it, but
this one isn't.
I don't think it applies here. Yeah.
What? Why not? What happens between Rundle House and Scrundle House here on Romance Watch?
Well, so Rundle House and she has a name.
Isuzu is her real name, in case people are wondering.
Yeah, Isuzu. Rundle House and Isuzu. They. I don't know, they just have this cute moment together. So we see in this episode, Rundle House is practicing, and Isuzu is telling Minori hey, I'm gonna go take a bath, catch you later, we'll have breakfast. And and she meets up with Rundle House practicing in a field, who has marked out the dungeon layout with string, and is practicing arcing his spells, which is it was a very real life training tactic, by the way, that just thinking about his mindset, maybe he's forgotten. Ooh.
Whoa.
They just like have this cute little moment, and Isuzu is like, hey, do you want to like accompany me to the bath? And Rundle House is like, no, absolutely not. How dare you accuse me of being a peeping Tom? And it's just kind of funny.
He's a respecter of women Rundle House code.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she calls him Rudy later. It's so cute.
Yeah.
They're like super chill for once.
Cute, and like the flirting like makes sense to me, and it's like it doesn't feel creepy or weird, and just kind of feels like a natural thing, which is wild considering literally everything else in this show so far.
Yeah, can't wait for when they ruin it.
We'll see.
Oh no! I don't want that to happen.
I don't want it to be ruined.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's not
Oh,
so
Oh
nice.
no! It's just so
That's
nice.
not so nice.
Sorry, I don't know why I turned to that in this situation.
I mean, you just need to stop apologizing for your energy today. It's fine. It's literally fine.
It's very chill.
But I can and I will.
That's that. We just get actual good friendship and character development for Rudy and Isuzu finally.
Yeah. It's just wild to me also that like for literally like 6 episodes, Shiro and, like they weren't really doing much. Like the last like major event that happened was Hamlin disbanding, and like sure they go to this court for the NPCs, and it's like, oh, that seems like it's going to be really interesting. But then like nothing happens for several episodes, and like there's all of these like potential plot hooks that just don't go anywhere. And then what it takes to get the plot moving is a random other character teleporting in and being like, Shiro, you're the only interesting person here. Everyone else is wasting their time. Here's the story of the anime. It's just weird. Like, I don't like, this feels like a Deus Ex Machina just to get plot happening.
Well, they're at a conference, right? And honestly, conferences can be super boring.
Yes, but it's an anime, so they should make it interesting. And they should make the characters relevant, and they should have characters interact with each other instead of just like having like random characters show up to introduce new plot elements that are not being shared with the other characters. I don't know. Like, this episode is good, but it feels like it just represents this like weird problem with the writing overall still, of just like nothing about what has happened so far pretty much is all that relevant to what got introduced into this episode. It's a massive shift in what we are thinking about when we're thinking about the story of this show. And that's good because we have stuff to talk about. But the fact that it is not really relevant to anything that we've seen, and yet everything that we've seen must happen before it, is like, I don't know. It's just messy to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel it.
I love me going on this big like reviewer paragraph, and then my 2 friends are just like, yeah, neat.
My brain ran out of motor oil like 14 minutes ago.
I know the
sorry.
end of this, so like I can be like, yeah, uh-huh.
And that's totally fair, and that's totally okay. No judgment. I just think it's funny.
I mean, I think you're right. It is a little messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am excited for us to get into a show that like none of us know about. Because I think that'll be like really interesting. Cause
like the new Digimon.
I think Digimon, would be a good candidate.
I know the old Digimon, but not the new one.
Oh, really? I feel like that like, the hazy memory of childhood, I feel like is an okay thing to
Hazy
do.
Memory of Childhood is the new name of my like suburban garage band. Sorry, that was just so good.
That is absolutely a band that I would have listened to from YouTube videos in like 2008.
Well, it's 2000 and late over here. We gotta go.
Oh, Ray, hearing those words took me to a different era. One where I could go outside ever.
I'm sorry. I know I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
What's great about the 2008 thing is that we can just like At any time, until we get to the year 3000, we can keep saying 2000 and late.
Yeah, and then we have to start saying your great granddaughter is looking fine, and
She's doing fine. They would not say that their great granddaughter was looking fine.
well, that makes me feel a lot better because I always thought those were the lyrics, and it made me super uncomfortable.
The Jonas Brothers put that music video on Disney Channel to play between episodes of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and they did not say.
That is one of my biggest issues of that song, and I made it up.
They did not say your great granddaughter is looking fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
But the Disney Channel also had the Naked Brothers band, so I don't know.
That was Nickelodeon.
That was Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's fine then.
Are the Naked Brothers band problematic? I've never seen it.
I have no idea. I've always
I'm
wondered.
sorry, I just really wanted to ask that question.
I've always wanted to know whether or not they were problematic ever since I was a kid, even. I was just like, I saw that and I was just like, I saw the name Naked Brothers Band. I was like, I don't know about that. And then I never checked them out because why would I?
It's time to look. Here we go.
Oh no.
Are you just gonna Google if they're problematic or not?
Yep. Naked Brothers band problematic. Well, their entry on the Terrible TV Shows wiki doesn't look like anything. No, I don't see anything.
I think, from what I remember, I think I saw an interview when I was a kid when they were first like a thing. I don't even think they're a thing anymore. But that the reason why they have that name is because they were making music while they were taking baths as a kid, is I think the explanation that I heard.
I don't want to fall into a Wikipedia rabbit hole right now, so I'm gonna stop.
I don't want to, I honestly, like, even now, I feel like I don't want to learn more about the Naked Brothers band.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is that they're never going to be relevant again, so you don't have to.
You don't know. There
Right.
could be a reboot in, like, March.
That's very specific, Ray.
I hope that when they reboot, it's the Closed Brothers band.
But it's the Brothers band, but they all wear clothes this time.
They were wearing clothes in the bath when they were making songs, so they're the Brothers band.
Yeah. The Sunday Best Druthers band. If I have my druthers, they'd be called. We gotta end this.
We gotta go. We gotta go away. We all have to go away from here.
Yeah, we all gotta go and leave and go.
Let's leave and go and go and leave and go.
Let's Pokemon go somewhere else.
Let's Pokemon go to the polls.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to Deck of Friendship. Hey, my two friends Ranjoy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hi, hello.
I want to introduce a new segment, kind of, which is checking out our reviews on other websites other than iTunes.
Are there any?
Yeah, there are.
Which one?
So I found reviews on Podcast Addict.
Oh?
For our show, and while I was just like searching around, I think I was like on there because of the Patreon for some reason. But we do have 3 5-star reviews from Podcast Addict.
Ooh, I see them.
How do I find them on here?
Here, I'll post a link. I have it up right now.
And 2 of them are fairly recent, even.
Whoa.
Yeah. October and April.
Yeah, October and November.
Oh, wait, that does say 2020. You're right. My bad.
It does. It is still the year 2020.
Here we go. I see. Do we each want to take a review? Ooh?
Yeah. I'll, unless one jumps out to you, I'll just take the first one.
Go for it.
Dibs on Frizz.
Okay. This review is a 5-star review. It comes from Rice Milk, saying, long-time listener. I always look forward to your episodes, and I've been recommending the podcast to my friends. I got 2 volumes of Log Horizon novel and could only read about 10 pages. This is my way of...
Oh, God.
This is my way of finding out what happens next. Our relationships with anime changed as we grew, and it's nice to listen to people with similar views and sensibilities talk about this medium. There are still some good anime out there. Love you all and the stuff you do.
Aw.
Thanks, Rice Milk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rice Milk.
Thank you so much, Rice Milk.
You're such a pog champ.
Yeah, very pog of you.
Thank you so much. I would do an F in chat, but that's not warranted here. This next review is by Strider Star 6. We got a 5-star review, and it says, "My favorite parts of the episode is when you are just talking, so I'm all for that new podcast."
Aw. Well, we just talk all the time, so...
Yeah, we never stop.
We've tried, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's always noise happening somewhere.
Always.
My turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's Joy's turn.
I got ahead of myself. This is a 5-star review by our good friend Frizz. First name Frizz, last name April 11th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And Frizz says, delightful podcast by 3 charming people. They have a lovely energy together and I really enjoy the show. It's light and fun and easy to listen to, and you can really feel that the hosts are good friends. I love the chaos of fighting Foodon's episode, but I'm glad they're moving on to other things as well. Great pod.
Are we friends? Thank you, also. I thought we were all just business partners still.
Oh my God, Ray. Come on.
Who's the villain of the podcast?
Yeah, we're really good at pretending to be friends 1 hour a week.
Yeah. No. I love you both very much.
I love you
I love you too.
Sorry to destroy that air of mystery that we had about our friendship.
Oh, so I have an announcement.
Ah.
I have an announcement.
Okay.
As of today, as of recording day, Deck of Friendship is back on YouTube.
Wow!
You might have noticed somewhere in the middle of the Fighting Foodon season, the YouTube uploads just sort of stopped. I don't fully remember the reason, and then at a certain point, it just became too much to keep up with, to catch up. But a bunch of people, since we came back, have been asking in various Discord channels and on Twitter and in my Twitch chat, "Hey, Jupiter, when's the YouTube coming back?" And you know what? It's now.
It's here. Oh, no, it's here! Oh, my God! What? YouTube's in my house!
YouTube's in the dumpster?
Don't make fun of my house like that, but yes.
Well, you were in the dumpster.
Yeah, but I've reclaimed this dumpster as my home.
Okay, so YouTube is in a dumpster.
Yeah, it doesn't imply anything. Me saying the word dumpster does not imply anything about your living space, being the fact that it is a dumpster, literally.
Well, yeah, but some people won't take it that way. I just wanted to be clear.
I don't.
Maybe I should move out. Okay, come on. YouTube, whatever.
YouTube's back. You can search on YouTube for Deck of Friendship, and you'll find our page. The old videos, you might notice, are Dawn? They're Dawn. Oh no, Dawn's here. The new videos are gone. Wait, no, that's wrong also. The old videos are gone.
The old videos are gone from Hunter x Hunter.
The old videos are the new videos, but old.
Yes. So the old videos were just a very low resolution version of our cover art with the audio, and I always was kind of embarrassed. So I've updated it and am working on re-uploading all of the backlog, and we will be caught up soon. We're doing 3 episodes out of the backlog every day.
Even the way backlog?
Even the way backlog.
That's my joke for the day.
You've had several.
I've had 3 and a half.
Yeah, and then after that, episodes will go out in sync with the regular episode on YouTube. It'll all be in sync. It'll all be great. So for those of you who have been clamoring to get it on YouTube, we're back. You're welcome.
Everybody say thank you to Jupiter. Fill their Twitter with thank yous.
Thank you to Jupiter. Fill their Twitter with thank yous. Is that good? That's the joke.
Oh my goodness.
That's 4.5 jokes now.
We're getting there. We're getting to the quota. Once we get to 5, we can shut this down.
We also have a Patreon, by the way.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/RDeckAspects.
Patreon.com.
That's joke number 5. We're good to go.
I didn't tell a joke. I just said it's Patreon.com. In fact, usually I say the wrong website, but this time I just said the right one. Is that the joke?
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
Now it
the
is.
misdirection. You expected me to zag.
And you didn't.
Patreon.com/ArcticSBack so you can get episodes early and you can get access to our sticker club. We really, really appreciate it. All financial donations are split equally between the 5 members of all 3 of my podcasts. It's really helps us out. Would be really, really amazing. Really appreciate all the donations. And yeah, that's the Patreon plug this episode. The energy is going down. And I just
Jupiter, your
wanted to...
Patreon plug is so cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Cool. Well, I think, we're all on Twitch and stuff. The links are in the description. It's time to log out.
Beep boop, bye!
Don't forget toasted cheddar chalupa at Taco Bell for a limited time.
We're not endorsed by Taco Bell.
No, and we never will be.
Well, we don't know that.
No, I do.